Hey guys, hey, welcome back. Hopefully you had a great break. So today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the rock cycle. And so I'm going to go through the reading with you guys, and that way if you have any questions after I get done, you can let me or one of the other teachers know. So with that, let's get right to it. So finding resources. People have been trying to dig down into the earth for hundreds of years. One reason is to collect more information about the earth itself. Another reason is to gather the natural resources that are found in the earth's crust. We didn't do activity 12 with looking at coal and all that stuff, but coal is mined from the earth's crust. Coal is burned to produce the energy needed to generate electricity. The first coal mines were shallow, but over time, people had to dig deeper. Modern coal mines are as deep as 1 kilometer below the surface. So let's take a look at what type of rock coal would be. So coal is what we call a sedimentary rock. So digging deeper doesn't always mean you'll find more coal. Coal is a special type of rock. It formed when large numbers of dead plants in swampy areas collected on top of each other. Over millions of years, these plants were buried by layers of sediments. Sediments are parts of rocks, shells, and dead organisms that have been worn down into small pieces, often by the effects of wind and water. When sediments settle on top of each other, they form layers that can eventually harden together. These hard layers form sedimentary rocks. The pressure of these layers on top of the buried plant material caused it to change into coal. Some areas of the world have more of one kind of natural resource than other areas. Coal is found all over the world. Though the United States, China, and India are three countries that have a lot of buried coal, because coal is buried to produce electricity. Oh, sorry. Because coal is burned to produce electricity, countries that have a lot of coal usually sell it to countries that have less. The cost of a ton of coal can range from $17 to $60, with an average price of about $46 per ton. So again, coal is made from plants and plant material stuff. And so basically you would find that in sedimentary rocks because only pressure is involved with creating sedimentary rocks, unlike the other two types of rocks. So let's take a look at rock number 2. So rock number 2 is dealing with igneous rocks. And so here we have kimberlite and pumice is what we're going to be looking at. So with this one, igneous rocks form when very hot liquid rock called magma cools down enough to solidify. Kimberlite, which would have been something that we'd looked at if we were back at school, is an igneous rock that can contain diamonds. The value of kimberlite depends on whether it contains diamonds. When it does, the size, quantity, and quality of the diamonds can change its value. Magma is usually found deep inside the igneous rock, such as granite. We can find intrusive rocks that are cooled inside the earth, when the natural forces of uplift and erosion expose them at the surface. We can also find them by digging mines below the Earth's surface. Sometimes magma erupts from volcanoes and cools on top of the Earth's crust. This forms extrusive igneous rocks, such as pumice. Pumice is a natural resource that is a key ingredient in various products, including lightweight concrete, cosmetics, and abrasives, such as pencil erasers, toothpaste, and facial scrubs. The price of pumice depends on the type and quality needed for a product. It can range from less than $20 to more than $100 per metric ton. Igneous rocks are found all over the world, including the United States. And so if you guys have been up to Mount St. Helens, you would notice there's the pumice fields from the explosion going towards Johnston Ridge. All right, marble. Marble is a type of metamorphic rock. So this is the third type of rock. So we had sedimentary rock, which you'll find fossils in because it's only made with pressure. Then you had igneous rock, which is made with fire, so basically magma. And then so you will not find any fossils in there because they get burned up. And then our third type is what we call metamorphic rock. So all types of rocks can become buried in the deeper layers of the Earth's crust. These deeper layers are under more pressure and are hotter than the surface. Over time, high temperature and high pressure can cause one rock to change into another. For example, limestone or soft sedimentary rock can become marble, a much harder rock. Rocks that have changed because of the heat and or pressure are known as metamorphic rocks. People use many metamorphic rocks, such as marble, in their homes and other buildings because of their beauty and strength. Marble can be found naturally all over the world in countries such as Belgium, France, and the United States. On average, the cost of marble is about $200 per ton, depending on its quality. People continue to dig into Earth's crust to gather natural resources and learn more about the planet. As they go deeper, they too are faced with the challenge of handling high temperatures and pressures. How far down will humans be able to mine safely? Only time will tell. Here's something that's interesting too, that you'll see that the outside of the Washington Monument. So this is the Washington Monument. So if you went to DC, there's two types of rocks that they've used in here. So it's not the best picture to be able to see on this, but if you were to actually look at it with a certain type of light, you can see where they went to a cheaper type of rock to finish the top part of the Washington Monument. So it's kind of some interesting history that goes with that. So last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is finding fossils in sedimentary rock. Most fossils are found in sedimentary rock. Fossils are often formed during the gradual layering of sediments such as sand. For example, when a plant or animal died millions of years ago, sometimes it quickly became covered with a layer of sand or mud. If the soft remains of the plant or animal broke down, leaving an imprint of its shape or its shell in the rock, it became a fossil. You examine this type of fossil in Activity 12, if we were back at school doing that. Observing natural resources and other cases in which fossils were formed, the organic material of the plant or animal was slowly reproduced with minerals, creating a rock that shows details of the dead organism. There are all kinds of fossils in countries all over the world, but they are not always easy to find. The cost of fossils varies even more than the price of coal. Some fossils are inexpensive enough to be sold by weight, with hundreds of fossils costing only a few dollars. In other cases, a single fossil can cost thousands of dollars. The price of fossils can go into millions when everyone wants the same fossil. Factors that influence the cost of a fossil include its quality and rarity. Regardless of the price, each fossil provides information about the life that has existed on Earth. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Again, three types of rocks. You have sedimentary rocks, which is made with pressure. You have igneous rocks, which is extreme heat, just melts everything down. And then it cools down either inside the earth, called intrinsic, or outside. So when lava flows and stuff on the outside and cools out there, that's extrinsic. And then you have metamorphic rock, which you have heat and pressure combining with that, so it's not completely melted down. You kind of get a blending of the different minerals that are in there. So other than that, hope that helps. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.